Welcome to today's webinar. Hi, I'm Chloe. Nice to meet you. Okay, today we are going to talk about how Chinese people eat during Chinese New Year. So, do anybody has the experience celebrating Chinese New Year? Or do you know any special costume during Chinese New Year? Okay, before we talk about what Chinese people will eat during Chinese New Year. Alright, okay, I will. Hey, can you see it? Can you see me now? Okay. Alright, so let's start today's webinar, alright? Okay. So before we start today's webinar, I'll give you some brief introduction about today's platform. So first, if you want to enlarge the video to see a bigger head of me, you can click this icon and you can see a bigger me. Okay. And if you think that I'm doing a good job, you can give me a big hand. Press this icon and you can hear the clapping like this. And the third, because this is a webinar, so I cannot hear you. So you can type your question over the chat box here. Okay. And after the session, you can give us your feedback about today's lesson. Or you can suggest which topic you want to learn next time. So, are you ready? And let's start today's webinar. Okay, so as you know, today we are going to talk about what Chinese people eat during Chinese New Year. So, as you know, Chinese New Year is the biggest festival of all. And people will go back to their hometown and reunite with their family on Chinese New Year's Eve. And they will have a big meal and celebrate it for the upcoming New Year. So, the reunion dinner during the Chinese New Year celebration, which we called 团圆饭. 团圆饭. So, this 团圆, which means reunite with our family member. Okay. So, I'll type it here. Reunite with family member, which we called 团圆. Okay. And this 饭 here means meal. So let's say it again. 团圆饭, which means reunite with our family member and have a meal. Okay. So you may want to ask, what Chinese people eat during Chinese New Year. So let's learn these two sentences. If you want to ask people, what people eat during Chinese New Year, okay, we say 过年吃什么? 过年吃什么? Okay, this is a question. And your friends may answer you, 过年吃. 过年吃. During Chinese New Year, we will eat 过年吃. So, do you have any idea what Chinese people will eat during Chinese New Year? Yeah, 过年吃. Do you have any idea what 过年吃什么? What Chinese people eat during Chinese New Year? Have any idea? Okay, that's okay. So, today, we'll eat some very special things during Chinese New Year, and we will also eat some dishes that have symbolic meanings. And today we're going to introduce 3 dishes that have symbolic meanings. All right? Okay. So let's practice these 2 sentences again. Okay. The first one. If you want to ask people what people eat during Chinese New Year celebration, we say 过年吃什么? And you want to reply it, we say 过年吃. 过年吃. Okay, so let's take a look at the first dish. So the first dish, how would you pronounce this one? You can pronounce it by yourself now. And you can see, is it as the same pronunciation as me? Okay, so we pronounce it 鱼, 鱼, which means fish. 鱼. So, Do anyone has any idea why Chinese people like to eat 鱼 during Chinese New Year? Do you know why? The reason why? Okay, so because we have this lucky saying in Chinese, which we say 年年有余，年年有余。Okay, so you have seen these characters, right? Which means fish, 鱼, 鱼. Okay, and if you directly translate it, it will like, oh, yearly, or we say every year, have fish. Okay, every year, have fish. And you may wonder, oh, why it is a lucky saying? Why 年年有余, every year have fish, is lucky. Okay, so let's take a look. Because it's about the pronunciation. So this 鱼, the pronunciation of this 鱼, this one, is the same as this one, which also pronounced 鱼. And but the different meanings, which means surplus. So people like surplus on the Chinese New Year's Eve because it's like, oh, you may have more to save before the year is going to the end. So this 年年有余, actually it will be like this 鱼. Okay. So here. Actually, it's this one. Okay, so it's like, oh, may you have more than you expected every year. Okay, so 年年有余. And there is a fun fact. In southern China, Chinese people will not eat the whole fish. The head and the tail will not be eaten before the first day of the year. Okay, so you cannot eat the whole fish up. So let's say it again. The lucky saying, which we say 年年有余，年年有余. And now, if people ask you, 过年吃什么？过年吃什么？ What people eat during Chinese New Year? Now you can answer. 过年吃鱼，过年吃鱼。Okay, here. 过年吃鱼。So, okay, so you don't have any question. Then let's move on to the second dish. So this one, second dish is this, which we called 年糕，年糕 rice cake, 年糕。So, do you guys have ever tasted this kind of dish, 年糕 rice cake, 年糕? It's like a sticky food, very sticky. Okay. So here, sticky, 年糕. Okay. And why we eat 年糕 is the same reason as 鱼, the pronunciation. Okay, because this 糕, this 年糕, this 糕, which means cake, 年糕, this 糕, cake. And here we got another 糕, the same pronunciation, and it means tall or high, this one. Okay. Yes, 年糕 has its lucky meanings. So 年, which means year, and that will sound like, oh, yearly higher. If you it sound like this, yearly higher, 年糕. If you like this one, the same pronunciation as this 糕. So you may children may wish they will be taller, right? And student may will wish to get higher grade, and people will wish to get a promotion at work. So we will eat 年糕. Sound like, oh, yearly higher. So it will like, oh, to wish to be better, higher, and taller in the new year. Okay, so we eat 年糕. So now, when people ask you, 过年吃什么? 过年吃什么? How would you answer? How would you answer this one? Okay, so now you can answer 过年吃年糕. 过年吃年糕. Okay, and here we got a fruit here. So we will also eat this fruit during Chinese New Year. So, do anyone knows how to say this in Chinese? Okay, so we call it 橘子, 橘子. So, in Chinese culture, 橘子, tangerines, 橘子, symbolize good luck, good luck. Okay, it symbolizes good luck. So we eat 橘子 to wish to have good luck in the new year. Okay, so now also when somebody asks you 过年吃什么? You can say 过年吃橘子. Okay, so Rita, you say, oh, it's not 橘子. Okay, so 橘子 is another fruit in Chinese. Another fruit. Okay, good question. 橘子. Another fruit. It's more smaller than 橘子. Okay, so I'll type it down. 橘子. Alright. So here we got. So we will also eat 橘子, but 橘子 is more like to if you want to make a tea, we'll use 橘子. Okay. Okay, this one, 橘子. So now if somebody asks you 过年吃什么? Now you can say 过年吃橘子. And also you can say 过年吃年糕. Alright, so no question here, right? Then, well, I'm going to show you the third dish. And the third dish is this. Do anyone know what is this? This one. Okay. Do anyone have tasted before? Alright, so this one is dumplings, right? Well, it's a very classic food in Chinese. And also we will eat this dish during Chinese New Year. And do anyone knows why we will eat dumplings, which we call 饺子, during Chinese New Year? Do anyone knows why we eat 饺子during Chinese New Year? Okay, so now I'm going to tell you why we eat 饺子 during Chinese New Year. Because now you can see beside 饺子, this is Chinese gold ingots, which we call 元宝, 元宝. And this 元宝was used as a currency in ancient Chinese. So, 元宝. People believe that more 饺子 you eat, and more money will get, because it looks like the shape is very similar to 元宝. Okay, so we'll eat a lot of 饺子 during Chinese New Year. So, okay, now if you, during the Chinese New Year, you can eat a lot of 饺子 and wish to get lots of money. Okay, so now people ask you 过年吃什么? And you can say 过年吃饺子. 过年吃饺子. Okay, here. Alright, so, okay. Oh, you have heard that Chinese people will put coin in 饺子. Yes, some people will do it, but I'm not everyone will do it. Okay, so next time when you eat 饺子, you might be more careful because maybe someone will put coin inside it, right? Okay, so don't swallow it. Okay, so 饺子. Now, also, if you got coins, then you will be have a lot of money in the next new year. 饺子. Okay, and this one, let's review it again. 元宝, 元宝. Okay, so any question about this part? And so far, do you have question? Okay, so I haven't seen any question. Then let's do a little practice. So there is a conversation, and listen carefully and choose the right picture. Okay, so I will say conversation. Listen carefully. So 过年吃什么？过年吃什么？过年吃鱼。过年吃鱼. So which one is the answer? The first one or the second? So let me say it again. Yeah, good, Rita. Very good. Yes, 过年吃鱼. 过年吃鱼. Fish. Okay, so let's look on the second. Okay, there's also a conversation. 过年吃什么？过年吃什么？过年吃饺子。过年吃饺子. So which one is the correct answer? 过年吃饺子. Okay, so the answer will be yes. That's the first one, this one, right? 饺子. Okay. Now, let's take turns. You try to ask me what people eat during Chinese New Year. How would you ask me? How would you ask the question? Okay, so we will ask 过年吃什么? Right? 过年吃什么? Okay, and I want to say, oh, we will eat rice cake during Chinese New Year. So how to say that? We say 过年吃年糕, right? 过年吃年糕. Okay. So here we got 过年吃年糕. It's rice cake. Okay. And do anyone remember why we want to eat 年糕? 年糕. The first one, to become better, or to become taller, or to become super lucky, or to get promoted. So what is the answer? Okay. So maybe the answer might not be just one. Yes, okay. So the answer will be to become better, to become taller, and to get promoted. That's correct. So we eat 年糕 to become better, taller, and higher, right? And why we want to eat 橘子? 橘子. Okay. So we'll want to eat 橘子 because we want to be super lucky. This one, the third one, 橘子. So here, yes, 橘子. Now, when somebody asks you 过年吃什么, you can answer him or her 过年吃年糕 and 过年吃橘子. Okay, so far, do you have any question? Okay, so no question. So, and thank you for coming today's webinar to join us. And I hope you like this webinar today. And if you want to know the upcoming webinar schedule, you can search us tutorming.com or go to the Facebook TutorMing Chinese Learning, or we'll have Twitter at TutorMing. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you.